that battle over the border. Pope Francis telling Reuters he supports Catholic bishops, calling the separation of children from their parents, quote, immoral.
Yeah, there's a lot breaking on this, Robin. And as you know, Secretary Nielsen overnight, who went to a Mexican restaurant in Washington, D.C., heckled by protesters at that Mexican restaurant. A lot of people asking, why was she out? Why did she choose to go to a Mexican restaurant in the middle of all this? Protests breaking out all across the country, hundreds from San Francisco to Philadelphia and here in New York City, all taking to the streets, calling for an end to President Trump's zero-tolerance policy, separating immigrant children from their parents at the border.
And at the time, more than 2,300 children have been separated in just over a month.
2,300. Both Republicans and Democrats insisting it's time to stop this. It is enough. President Trump meeting with Republican lawmakers on Capitol Hill. Our senior White House correspondent, Cecilia Vega, tracking all the latest for us. Good morning, Cecilia.
It was a late night last night. Robin, good morning to you. The president is punting to Congress on this one, saying only they can stop separating these families with a sweeping fix to immigration. But members of the president's own party say this is simple. He can stop this himself with a single phone call. This, as the criticism of this administration is growing louder by the day, with many accusing them of using these children as pawns. In the nation's capital overnight,
we call on you to end family separation.
The woman who has become the public face of the White House's family separation policy, trying to enjoy dinner at a Mexican restaurant.
In a Mexican restaurant, of all places!
Instead, Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen run off by chanting protesters.
If kids don't eat in peace, you don't eat in peace!
In Dallas, Texas, this Republican congressman shouted down at his own town hall.
Do you agree that we need to take care of those children?
We are taking care of those children. Your tax.
And on Capitol Hill, some Democrats shouting at the president as he walked through the halls.
They're separating the children. Mr. President, don't you have kids?
One lawmaker playing that clip of wailing children.
How do you submit the cries of innocent children to the congressional record? I don't know how you do that, but you can hear it.
Another in tears.
Child internment camps. That's what I said. Child internment camps. What country is that? This is the United States of America.
And it's not just Democrats. The president's own party unanimously agreeing it's time to stop separating families.
All of the members of the Republican conference support a plan that keeps families together while their immigration status is determined.
But even in the face of growing opposition, President Trump is not backing down.
I don't want children taken away from parents. And when you prosecute the parents for coming in illegally, which should happen, you have to take the children away.
Instead, he's repeating a false claim that it's a law only Democrats can fix, saying they want illegal immigrants, no matter how bad they may be, to pour into and infest our country. The president tweeting this photo of his closed-door meeting with Republicans. Sources telling ABC News President Trump told lawmakers his daughter Ivanka showed him photos of the children in detention centers and encouraged him to end the policy.
We had a great meeting. Thank you very much.
But this controversy showing no signs of letting up. The president's former campaign manager, Corey Lewandowski, igniting tensions on Fox News with this comment about a young migrant girl with Down syndrome.
I read today about a 10-year-old girl with Down syndrome who was taken from her mother and put in a cage. I read about did you say want to a 10-year-old with Down syndrome being taken from her mother?
What I said is you can pick anything you want up, but the bottom line is very clear.
How dare you?
Yeah, needless to say, that is not going over well with a lot of people out here. Now, let's go back to the president's closed-door meeting with Republicans. This was supposed to be a discussion centered on immigration. One source telling me President Trump in that room was all over the map, talking about everything in the meeting, from, of course, immigration, but to North Korea, poll numbers, even fighter jets. Republicans left confused about exactly where he stands on how he wants them to vote on these upcoming immigration measures, Robin.
They are not the only ones who are confused, Cecilia. Republicans could act on 2 immigration bills by the end of the week. Where do they stand?
Well, as one source told me last night, quote, there is no guarantee any of these will pass. If these broad immigration measures don't pass, Republicans are likely to try to carve out smaller, narrow legislation that just deals with this issue of separating families. But sources on the Hill tell me they don't have any indication, and got none last night from the president, on whether he will actually back a narrow measure like this one. The White House says he doesn't want a quick fix, Robin.
All right. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.